Welcome to the 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special. He's Russ, I'm Riaz, and over the next hour we will bring you all of the highlights, the floats, the mascots, and the marching bands, and of course, jolly old St. Nick.
And we've got some fun recipes for you to try in preparation for the holidays. Don Joubert in the Christmas kitchen.
It is an hour filled with holiday spirit, and to get things started, why not a chat with the man himself? Russell Kate has a special link up, ready to go with Santa Claus.
Santa, welcome to Vancouver, and thank you for coming to the Rogers Santa Claus Parade. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm getting very excited about Christmas. Looking forward to seeing all the boys and girls.
Oh, that's great. Can you tell us, how are things up at the North Pole?
Oh, they're doing wonderfully. We had a little bit of a problem. We had the bicycle line and the pony line, and the pony wandered over into the bicycle line, so that got to be a bit of a mix-up, but things are getting better, and I think we'll have everything ready on time.
Sounds like a minor mix-up. I'm wondering, what are some of the most popular requests this year?
Well, you asked for it. I had the elves make up a list. Now, let me see. We have trolls and drones and microphones, Hot Wheels, Pokemons, Minions and Stormtroopers, trucks and dolls and Hatchimals, robot dogs and robot kittens. Well, Russ, you may not have time for all of this list.
I'm wondering how things are shaping up for the kids. How are the naughty and nice lists looking?
I have wonderful kids on the nice list, and they're doing very well. Some wonderful children. The naughty list is private, but there's always a chance to improve.
Santa, this is really a time of giving, and I'm wondering if you have any ideas about how we might help out others in the Vancouver area.
The Greater Vancouver Food Bank is a great place to give. They feed a lot of people at this time of year, and they do some amazing magic. They can turn $1 of cash donation into $2 worth of food, and you can always donate through the website.
Now, Santa, I know you don't have your list handy just yet, but I was curious. Riaz Megji, naughty list or the nice?
Riaz Megji. Oh, well, that's kind of a secret, but, well, oh, there again. He did adopt a dog recently, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Smiley.
We'll have to see what happens in December.
And Thor Dykau, is he ending up on the naughty list or the nice?
Oh, Thor, I find him very believable. We'll give him 5 hammers.
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today, Santa. Enjoy the parade, and Merry Christmas to you.
I will have a wonderful time, and you enjoy yourselves too. Oh, Merry Christmas!
Oh man, Thor, he's getting a top rating? Well, it's a good thing I have Smiley in my corner, and I still do have time to turn it around, so I'll get to work while we head down to Georgia Street for the Rogers Santa Claus Parade.
Oh, have a look there. That is News 1130's own morning elf, Rian Ford, leading the parade. You know, he is often confused for Will Ferrell.
Interesting. He always says he's confused for Brad Pitt, but I think that's just for Ian. Kiss Cam is out on the parade. There you see Ara, DJ Trouble, spinning the tunes for us. I think they want everyone to pretend they're under the mistletoe with that Kiss Cam.
And there's our good friends from the Greater Vancouver Food Bank Society. You know, we just wrapped up our Food Bank Friday segment on breakfast television. It's really an important time of the year for the food bank, and they need your support. Every dollar donated can bring $3 of food to families in need. So be sure to make a donation today at foodbank.bc.ca.
Now representing Canadian Army, Navy, and Air Force's veterans, it's the BC Provincial Command Color Guard. They proudly carry the national, provincial, Army, Navy, and Air Force and Association's flags representing our veterans all across Canada.
And I'm sure you can hear the sound of the parade now, the Vancouver Police Pipe Band. The Vancouver Police Pipe Band has spent the last 100 years entertaining people across the globe.
We've got more from the Rogers Santa Claus Parade, but first, here's some holiday savings tips from Coast Capital Savings.
To avoid overspending this holiday season, keep a detailed budget and update it with every purchase you make. That way, you know whether you're on track or you need to make some adjustments to stay in the black. Overspend on mom's gift? Maybe find a way to save on other purchases. Don't forget to include things like hostess gifts, the bottles of wine you're taking to dinner parties, or even the small stuff like postage and gift wrap. The more detailed the budget, the easier it'll be to stick to it. A miscellaneous line or a bit of a slush fund to absorb those forgotten or surprise purchases will help keep things on track. A well thought through budget can save you a lot of stress come the new year.
You are watching the 13th annual Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special.
The 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special is brought to you by Rogers, Coast Capital Savings, Toys R Us, Island Farms, Nivea, the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver, Purdy's Chocolatier, and Key West Ford.
Oh, everybody's having fun here at the Rogers Santa Claus Parade. Ross, you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Love being here with you. And now making their way up Georgia is a contingent from the Vancouver Police Department. This is the VPD Lion Dance Team. We'll take a close look. The community van here appears to have caught the Grinch. Always good to have the VPD here at the parade.
And don't forget the VPD mounted unit. You know, they've been patrolling the city for over 100 years. And not only will you find them keeping watch over the 125 miles of roads and trails in Stanley Park, but they're all over Vancouver on horseback.
Here comes the Port of Vancouver, and if the Port of Vancouver team's coming, look out for the mascot. Hey, look, it's Salty. The Port of Vancouver committed to economic prosperity and maintaining a healthy environment for our city.
You know who's coming next? It's Vancouver's own Captain Kirk, this year's Grand Marshal and Key West Ford Community Ambassador, Kirk McLean. There he is. Hi, Kirk. He's riding with Key West Ford, who brought the New Westminster Royals and the Ice Hawks today. Key West is the official dealership powering Santa's sleigh this year.
We'll have more of the parade in a few minutes, but right now, let's check in with Don Chubay in the Christmas kitchen.
Well, it's the holiday season, and with that comes a lot of traditions, Tina, and people might want to consider a food tradition.
Absolutely. Well, one of my favorites is Christmas morning having French toast. So it's a tradition in our family because you're going to be cooking all day. So it's such an easy thing to make. I actually make it the day before. So I slice up a bunch of French bread, put it in a big bowl of fresh Island Farms milk with some nutmeg, some cinnamon, eggs, and vanilla, and I just let it soak overnight. You just throw it on a baking sheet, and it's ready to go the next morning.
Good time saver. Beautiful.
So it's hearty. It's got the eggs, it's got the milk, the protein, the calcium, so it's a perfect go-to meal. Really easy. But for lunch, you want to keep it light. So we have a soup tradition in our family. So soup is a great way to go. It's easy to make, and if you're making something fresh from scratch and you need a little cream, but you don't have anything in your house, a great tip to know about is you can add just a tiny bit of flour, like a tablespoon of flour for every cup of milk, and it will substitute the cream. So it's a good tip to have. You ever think, oh, I don't have any cream and I need it in my recipe.
Especially if it's cold and you don't want to send someone out, right?
Exactly. And the stores are all closed on
exactly.
Christmas. A great tradition for Christmas Eve, we always try to have a nice, simple meal that's a lot different from turkey. This is a beautiful, traditional Italian braised pork recipe. It's actually slow cooked in sage and lemon and in milk. And it makes it so incredibly tender and juicy. It develops this amazing gravy. You can make some great side dishes. I've made some scallop potatoes, which are a favorite in our house. Depending on how sinful you want to make them, you can use Island Farms cream, whole milk, or go 2%. But layer in the Nutrell butter and make it really decadent.
Can I just say that I'm sensing a theme here?
Yes, there's a milk theme, absolutely. Well, you know what, Island Farms, they're such a fabulous local community member. They have an amazing Milk for Kids program. They've donated 60,000 liters of milk through local food banks to kids and families that need food, need milk, which is phenomenal. And of course, everything's made right here in BC. It's made here,
Excellent.
fresh. Since I think 1944, so they've been around a long time.
Good
yeah,
stuff.
Good local company.
Yes.
And all their products are available so much around the Lower Mainland. All the different milks and all the dairy products. I've actually used on the cauliflower dish, I stuck some sour cream in there as well, just to give it a little bit of tang, but that's a nice cheddar milk sour cream sauce that's just been put over some cauliflower, which is delicious.
Yum, yum.
And you know what's fun to make with the kids is ice cream. So we spent the entire summer making ice cream. every possible flavor. And I'd say what's the favorite, but I think this is going to trump everything.
Okay.
So you go ahead and smash these. We've got some
candy
canes
canes here.
Yep.
Right, ready to go.
Candy canes. So you want to hammer those in the Ziploc,
Okay.
get them into a nice mush, and you could be using little red and white candies as well.
How's that going? Not
That's
bad?
going right, yeah, a little
Okay.
bit further. And what you do is literally just turn it into your ice cream. Now, ice cream is super easy to make, and everybody thinks you have to make it with cream, but I made mine all summer with whole milk, and it was so creamy and delicious. And you can it's actually a great gift, an ice cream maker, so a fun idea. And you would just turn that in, and I just show that there.
Yeah.
That's the candy cane ice cream with the green and the red in it that we made. And then the one up front here is got just the red and white in it. So you can kind of make different flavors, but a ton of fun for the holidays. The kids love making it, and it's super easy.
Super
easy.
And then if there's a leftover, I can have some. Oh, wait.
You can.
Some of this, extra of that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Happy holidays, Tina.
And to you. Thanks, John.
I'm going to try some of this here.
Well, thanks, Don. Hopefully you saved some for us. Right now, let's go back down to Georgia Street for more of the Rogers Santa Claus Parade.
Look who's next, Riaz. It's our first responders at Vancouver Fire and Rescue Services. Now, of course, they respond to emergencies and non-emergency incidents. They also teach fire prevention, fire safety courses, and public health clinics. And they do much more than just put out fires, Riaz. These guys can carry a tune.
The music's setting the mood for us here at the parade. Here come our future leaders, number 15 NLCC Captain Rankin. The Navy League cadets who operate out of HMCS Discovery in Stanley Park.
This is like a parade of heroes, Riaz. It's now the BC Ambulance Service, the ambulance paramedics of BC serving more than 1 million square kilometers. BC Ambulance Service is the largest provider of emergency health care in Canada and one of the largest in North America.
We've got more from the Rogers Santa Claus Parade, but first, here's some holiday savings tips from Coast Capital Savings.
Give yourself a gift that will pay off next year. Start putting a little cash away each month through 2017 with the intention of using it for next year's holiday shopping. The amount will depend on your personal budget, of course, but even a little bit will go a long way in making next year's gift-giving season a walk in the park. Set up an automatic transfer that aligns with your payday each month and have that money go straight into a specific holiday savings account. That way, you don't have to worry about remembering to transfer it or the willpower it takes to keep saving each and every month. A debt-free holiday? Now that's one gift you'll be glad you gave yourself.
You're watching the 13th annual Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special.
The 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special is brought to you by Rogers, Port of Vancouver, CN, YVR, Downtown Vancouver BIA, and Funtopia.
Well, we're back, and things are taking off at the Rogers Santa Claus Parade. Here now is the team from the Vancouver International Airport. You know, this year they have a Mexico theme, and they've got a piñata-style airplane. Feliz Navidad.
Digging the party vibes from YVR. Okay. We got to turn it up a notch with Shift Dance Academy. Yeah, here come the dancers from the Academy on the North Shore. Jazz, hip-hop, some ballet. Ross, I'm looking for crazy legs out here in Georgia.
They do look like they're having a lot of fun out there.
These dancers can spin.
Next up, we have a slightly different spin on the season, brought to you by the Jack Morning Glory team.
Happy Christmas. We're Kai and Tara Jean from Jack's Morning Glory.
Careful with the C word. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. So our crew at 96.9 Jack FM helped us do what you're probably scared to do, and that is go deep into the Christmas bowels of YouTube and find the videos that belong on Santa's nice list and the videos that belong on Santa's naughty list.
Yeah, we'd like to present the findings for you right now. Let's start with the nice list, shall we? And for example, this father who taught his kids how to graciously accept Christmas presents even when they're terrible.
Can you help me, Daddy?
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's not Bobby. I can King. It's my present. My present. A banana.
I'm got a banana! Funny fact, they're the same kids that do the voices for the characters on Peppa Pig, TJ.
I don't know that show.
Sorry, she has children over like 3 or something. Moving on.
I'll YouTube that too. Also on the YouTube naughty and nice list, this one's definitely naughty. It's posted by a guy named Brian who tricked a poor little girl into thinking that her Christmas present that year was a box full of cleaning supplies.
Cleaning stuff. Really?
Come on, go ahead. Look in.
I want to just... Brian!
Brian!
Classic Brian.
Classic Brian.
All right, let's get back to the nice list, shall we? How about this gentleman who decided to get dressed up as Santa in the spirit of Christmas and deliver the presents on the 2015 Christmas present sensation, the hoverboard.
Wow, that was so good. Let's watch it again. Happy holidays, everybody. This is Kai, I'm Tara Jean, and we host Jack's Morning Glory on 96.9 Jack FM. We'll be on live through the holidays on weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
Before we go though, we couldn't do YouTube videos without a cat video. And this one's on the naughty list. This is a guy who did a how to wrap your Christmas cat tutorial. Enjoy.
It smells like Christmas over in the kitchen. What is Dawn cooking up?
Well, there's nothing better on a winter day, and especially as we get ready for the holiday season, than a beautiful hot chocolate. And Doyen, you were going to help us create that perfect one, right? Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you, Dawn. We're going to be making hot chocolate today.
Excellent. So it starts with what?
Yes, so we've got some cream, 35% cream, and we've got some milk in the pot, and it's to a boil or semi-boil. We're going to add a little bit of cinnamon stick to it to get that flavor.
And that really infuses it, right? That gives it just a nice little flavor.
And it makes the house smell so good while you're making it. So, and then we have got a vanilla bean, here, Tahitian vanilla bean.
I want to show people while you're doing that. So here's what a vanilla bean looks like right here. How hard, because I mean, most people, I think, oh great, the extract, it comes in the bottle. How hard is it to find these vanilla beans?
These you can get at the regular supermarket.
Okay.
And basically, you have little seeds, and you make a slit, and you have little seeds inside, and you just use the back of your knife and just clean those little seeds out.
You just scrape it off.
Scrape it off. And that's extra flavor, more pungent flavor than you will ever have with the extract. And you will just drop it.
Okay, so we've also got some other spices that we're going to be putting in. What do we have here?
So here we've got the cinnamon, we've got some ginger, and we've got some nutmeg. It's beautiful. So here.
And by the way, if you want to have a diet version, don't even do it.
Don't even do it.
But if you did want to, use this milk maybe,
just milk.
right? Excellent.
Or you could just use coconut milk.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people are into different milks nowadays.
And now we've got our chocolates. Let's talk about the chocolates and get those going here.
Look at this. So this is 45% dark chocolate, semi-sweet. You can get this in any supermarket nowadays. So you just add that to your milk and cream. The same thing, we have 35% milk chocolate, which is sweet. So you may ask why I'm using two different chocolates.
Different kinds, yes.
Well, the dark chocolate is very pungent, and the milk chocolate just adds a sweet. Some people will add sugar to the hot chocolate. You don't need to add sugar. And then just mix it around.
Look at that.
It's coming together.
Beautiful.
You can smell it.
No, it's absolutely gorgeous. And that's what I'm saying, you know, why not just have the full pop right there, right? You might only have a couple glasses in the season and
you know, if you can't make this at home, you can come down to Fairmont, Vancouver, and at Notch 8, you could have some hot chocolate, or you could have a famous cocktail.
Everybody, including the kids, can enjoy a nice rim on their glass here.
And that's what we're talking about, cocktail. At Notch 8, we use a spice on most of our cocktails to rim the glasses. So you got a little bit of sugar, you got a little bit of cinnamon. In Europe, they love their spices. Their cookies are more spiced than us. They use more pungent spices in their cookies and their hot chocolates. In North America, we're more subtle. So we need to take it a little back. So we're not going to put a whole lot of spices in, just enough. Smell that.
Oh, I know, I can Oh,
That's
it
awesome.
smells like Christmas. It smells like Christmas.
On the other side, we have a simple syrup. A simple syrup is just 50% sugar, 50% water, and we're just going to dunk the glass, rim of the glass in.
Which most
and then
people have
spice
done
it.
with like Caesars and margaritas and stuff,
Yes.
so they understand the concept, but that's essentially how it looks there.
So if you come and sit by the bar in Notch 8, this is what you will see happening.
And speaking of happening, this is happening. A little bit of booze in mine here. I don't know, you're working, so I'm thinking I can't put any in yours here.
So
but,
the hot chocolate is, you've got your hot chocolate I'm about to pour. So I'm just going to strain that off so we don't have the cinnamon stick in.
And so now we're going to pour that into our nice little, because the thing is it's about presentation as well, right?
Yes.
Don't worry, so we have people that will clean that up for you, Chef.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. And now we'll put it into our glasses.
So this is.
And there it is.
So come and sit by the bar in Notch 8 and have a hot chocolate or a cocktail.
All right, and we're just a few moments away here from getting our marshmallows all toasty. So I'm going to load this one up here, and why don't you do the finishing touches, Chef? You said load this up first of all, right?
Load it up.
Load it up.
And I'm going to get fired up over here.
Good. See, it's a good thing I didn't give you something to drink before you did that. Go ahead, Chef. Again, by the way, the recipe for the marshmallows is available
on the
online.
website.
We've got that ready to go for people here. Oh, check that out. Look at this. I think it's on fire.
Fire it up.
And of course, if you don't have time to make it at home, make your way to Notch 8 at the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver. Cheers, Chef. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And enjoy.
Oh, we could use some of that hot chocolate up here. But we've got the parade going on. War Ants Play Safe, Drive Safe program joining us, and they want to make children aware of the dangers in their play environment.
Hey, it's music time. The North Surrey Secondary Marching Band, the Spartans, they've got a long, proud history, having performed at parades throughout the province. Nice job, Spartans.
And it wouldn't be a Roger Santa Claus parade without Purdy's Chocolatier. They have been in every edition of this parade, and they're handing out chocolates along the route. Russ, take it away. I'm going to go grab some Purdy's.
I wonder if I can get some of those chocolates online. Online shopping gets bigger every year. Ian Thomas of Coast Capital Savings is here now with some tips to make it easier and safer.
Online shopping is a really convenient way to avoid the holiday rush, but still get everyone on your list something they'll love. But if you're headed online to get your shopping done this year, keep security top of mind. To ensure you, your information, and your money are safe, remember these things. Make purchases only from your home computer, never from a public computer or through a public network like Wi-Fi. Make sure you have up-to-date computer security and that your operating system is also up-to-date. Only enter your credit card number on secure websites that you know are legitimate. Online shopping is a great time saver this time of year. Just make sure you're vigilant about keeping your information safe so the fraudsters don't steal the spirit of the season.
You are watching the 13th annual Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special.
The 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special is brought to you by Rogers, Coast Capital Savings, Toys R Us, Island Farms, Nivea, the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver, Purdy's Chocolatier, and Key West Ford.
Everyone's in the spirit here at the Rogers Santa Claus Parade, and that includes Perry Ehrlich's Showstoppers, a dynamic group of young performers who love to sing, dance, and as you can see, entertain, putting on a great show here at the parade.
You know, Riaz, I love me a good ugly Christmas sweater, but here come the Canucks in some great holiday sweaters. And of course, everyone's favorite skating orca, Finn. There he is, looking festive in Canucks blue and green.
Gotta get that robe. From the Royal City of New Westminster, it's the Hayak Festival Association, where staff and volunteers are all about promoting the rich history of the Royal City beyond its borders.
And next up, Canadian Blood Services. Did you know that half of all Canadians will either need blood or know someone who will at some point in their lives? You've got the power to give life. Donate blood this holiday season.
Definitely a group from the nice list. The Boys and Girls Club from South Coast, BC. Now I wonder how many of these kids have toys on their lists here in 2016.
You can't have Christmas without toys, so we sent out our own breakfast television man-child to test Toys R Us top toys for 2016. Here's Thor Dykow with the best toys of the year.
It's toy time. The experts at Toys R Us spent the past year sourcing new products, tracking trends, and narrowing down thousands of products. They've selected the hottest and most undeniably awesome toys for their 2016 Hot Toy List, and we've got some of them right now. The toy that's already taken off this year is Hatchimals. Now, Hatchimals are hard to find, but if you get your hands on one, you'll discover an interactive creature that actually hatches from an egg. Owlicorns, Draggles, and Pengualas are just some of the magical creatures that will peck their way from their egg when you've given them enough love and care. Once out in the world, you raise your Hatchimal from baby to toddler to kid. Fisher-Price makes coding fun with the Think and Learn Codapillar. The Codapillar is a 9-piece robotic caterpillar that can be connected in various ways to move forward, left, right, wiggle, and dance. Kids code the Codapillar by arranging segments for hundreds of paths around the room. An excellent toy for introducing sequencing and coding to preschoolers. A cool toy for kids and adults is Unky Overdrive, billed as the world's most intelligent battle racing system. Unky Overdrive is pretty cool. Each supercar is a self-aware robot driven by powerful artificial intelligence and equipped with strategy. It's part video game, part physical slot racing game, as you control the cars through an app. The better you play, the better the cars become. It's easy to set up and start playing fast. The only problem might be when the kids want to take the cars back from the adults. You can find the Toys R Us complete hot toy list at toysrus.ca.
Thanks, Thor. I've added a couple of things to my list. Hey, the lights are just as important as the toys at Christmas, and our friends over at News 1130 have assembled a list of the best displays here in our city. Here to tell us more is Sonia Aslam.
Thanks. Over at news1130.com, we've set up our annual Christmas lights and event spotter, and it maps out the very best displays across the entire Lower Mainland. Every year, we have dozens of pictures sent in, so you can feature your neighborhood on a light tour. You can find a great display at Vancouver's Christmas Light and Maze Market, located on West 1st Avenue. Also, check out the Lights of Hope over at St. Paul's Hospital. And those are just a few. We've got them all mapped out on our spotter. There's also a slideshow, so you can start mapping out your tour. There are links to the event website so you can plan the perfect family activity. That makes it easy to click through to get all the details. We've got large events like a Loving Spoonful's annual charity breakfast covered off, where this year you can find morning show anchor Amelia John. And remember, we want to hear from you. You can send us your lights and events via Twitter at News 1130, and you can post them to the News 1130 Facebook page. You can also send us an email, news1130 at news1130.rogers.com. And remember to get out, get into the spirit, and check us out at news1130.com and on the News 1130 app for all your holiday ideas.
Thanks, Sonia. I'll have to check out the Christmas lights and event spotter on that News 1130 site to plan out the entire Christmas light tour. I'll tell you what, let's get back to the parade.
Oh, and as you can hear, CN's Little Obi making its way down the track. Little Obi is a scale model of a CN locomotive and train, complete with flat car and caboose. Little Obi's here today with a group of CN employees and family and friends. They're celebrating the holiday season, reminding everyone to stay safe near railway crossings.
Little Obi, meet the Burnaby North Vikings marching band, and Russ, listen closely. Do you recognize the track?
Oh, Jenny, I got your number, 8675309.
I love it when he sings. Russ knows this. You go, Vikings.
Hey, did you know that Dawn had whipped up some hot chocolate with them earlier? And here are the festive Fairmont Hotel Vancouver staff making merry along the parade.
Oh, so much fun. Some different Christmas wrapping. Here is the Encore Dance Academy from Port Coquitlam. Russ, we're going to have to work on our dance moves for this group.
I'd like to. I don't see any little painted numbers on the pavement to help me out. For some, this is the season of spending, and Ian Thomas of Coast Capital Savings is here now to tell you how you can plan ahead and keep things under control.
There are a lot of expenses that come along with the holiday season. Try these money-saving tips to keep things merry and bright while staying within your budget. Make a list. Check it twice. Avoid any surprises by making a detailed list of who you are buying for and, wherever possible, how much you plan to spend on each gift. Do it yourself. Are there opportunities to give someone homemade baking or a hand-knit scarf? Get creative and save some cash. Do a family draw. Are you buying for each and every family member? Maybe it's time to institute a family draw. Each person buys one gift, each person gets one gift. At this time of year, it is really easy to overspend. With a bit of pre-planning and a strategy, you can keep your costs down while keeping your spirits high.
You are watching the 13th annual Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special.
The 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special is brought to you by Rogers, the Vancouver Canadians, Genesis, Glacier Media, Adessa Richmond Public Auction, and Starbucks.
I'm not sure if I should admit this right now, Riaz, but
Don't. You want a pony, don't you, Russ? Who doesn't want a
all
pony?
I want for Christmas is a pony. One from the Vanoit Horse Farm would be ideal. Welcome back to the Rogers Santa Claus Parade.
We're having all kinds of fun, but many important messages, including Mothers Against Drunk Driving. The Vancouver chapter is here with us year after year, an important reminder for us to enjoy the holidays, but also be safe.
Next up, it is the Girl Guides of Canada. I don't know about you, Riaz. I'm more of a thin mint kind of guy. Well, the guides look like they're having a great time. And listen, great singing guides.
Now I want some of those mints. Great smiles and great energy from the kids. Speaking of which, let's talk about the crew from Funtopia, the indoor climbing park in Surrey. Plenty of monkeying around going on at the Rogers Santa Claus Parade. We love the fun the kids are bringing.
Well, they're having fun at the parade, and Dawn is having fun in the Christmas kitchen. I think she's ready to go with some more holiday treats.
Nothing says holidays like chocolate and peppermint. We've got Rachel here from Purdy's already putting me to work. Hello.
Hi,
Dawn. 'Tis the season.
Absolutely.
And you gotta have chocolate.
Totally.
What are we making
For
today?
sure. So this is our white chocolate peppermint mousse. It's made with our peppermint ice bar, which is a new product this year. We're super excited for it. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of cream here in our pot.
And that's heating up as we speak, but what else has to happen to kind of get that going?
While that's heating up, I'm actually gonna add our 2 tablespoons of sugar to our 2 egg yolks and just whisk them together until they're blended. And once this cream is nice and hot, I'm gonna pour it over and just gently temper this egg and sugar mixture.
Now, for people that are sort of just getting into cooking, when you use the term temper, what does that mean?
It means a couple different things. In this case, it means that we're gonna slowly pour the cream in so we don't curdle the egg yolks and cause lumps in our mousse.
And scrambled eggs, we don't want that.
Exactly. So that avoids the scrambled egg issue.
Fantastic. Now our cream is all set to go.
It's perfect, so I'm gonna pour it in real slow. It's nice and frothy and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So you see, oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So did you know that Purdy's uses 100% sustainable cocoa in all of our chocolate?
This is good to know.
Yeah, we're really committed to our sustainable chocolate, which means we pay a premium for our chocolate. Those cocoa pods come from a place where we really care about the farmers.
Wonderful. Now you're going to put that back in the pot and heat it up again. And I got to get working on my peppermint ice bar here right now. How's my chopping technique, Rachel?
It's great. You might want to go a little faster.
Okay, a little bit faster. And we're trying to get it at this point. This isn't about looking pretty.
No, we want to make it.
Although we look okay, Rachel. It's about actually making the pieces really nice and small so that we can actually have them melt, right?
Exactly. So we're going to pour this warm mixture over top of those.
Okay, hold on. I'm almost ready.
We're almost there here too.
I mean, this is just one of the many recipes and entertaining ideas that they can access. And this recipe, by the way, is on the website.
It is.
But there are tons of other great entertaining ideas and even tips to present and display.
You can absolutely fuel your whole Christmas with Purdy's recipes. We've got entrees, we've got appetizers, we've got cocktails, pairings, everything you can imagine at purdys.com. So I've just put a strainer here over top because we want to catch any possible curdling that we might have done.
Just in case we did scramble. That's okay. This is how I cook at home. Just in case we do happen to get a little bit of a scramble in there, right?
Exactly, which I did. It got warm.
Well, this is what happens when you're working off of someone else's kitchen. But this is the point, is that this is really kind of a nice foolproof
It's really
recipe.
easy, and all you want to do is you can still use it. You just want to smooth it through the sieve. Mix that all up until it's nice and smooth. It's going to smooth up quite a bit.
You have this great showroom in your largest one, and it really has all these really great festive items and chocolates that are perfect for the stocking stuffers,
Yes,
correct?
we have so many great things. So we have this peppermint ice bar. We've got this bark here if you love mint. We also have so many things if you don't love mint. So we have a new piece this year. It's an award-winning piece called Goat Cheese and Chardonnay. So cheese and chocolate go amazing together, as do wine and chocolate. So we've got all three things in one package. It's perfect.
Wonderful. Okay, what do we have going here now?
We're going to add this whipping cream into our mixture here. And we're just gonna fold it in so it's nice and smooth.
And while you're doing that, I've got to grab another bar because we're going to be having me garnish
Yeah.
as well, right?
So we're just gonna cut it or break it into some bigger pieces, and we're just gonna stick those nice big pieces on top.
I've still got the whisk here if that's helpful. Now, the other thing people might be wondering was, well, you put warm into a whipping cream. Now, do we have to worry about it over liquefying or not?
No, we want it just liquid enough that we can pour it into our cups. And then we're going to refrigerate it for a couple of hours before we serve it. And this is really great for a stress-free entertaining because you can make it the day ahead, leave it in your fridge, and then just bring it out to serve people and impress them.
That's the thing, right? It's all about trying to impress people and make it seem like you really went to a whole lot of effort. And already, like, we're almost done this year.
So we've got a couple little lumps in there, and that's okay because it actually adds a texture. And we experience flavor by textures. Our tongue experiences smooth textures first and crunchy textures after. So by leaving some texture in your mousse, you actually take your guests on a little bit of a flavor journey.
Fantastic. I'm going to do this one here. By the way, again, for more details on Purdy's and again, some great entertaining ideas, you can go to purdys.com. Look how beautiful that looks. Thank you so much,
Thank
Rachel.
you, Dawn.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I didn't grab a spoon, but I'm going to. Oh, yeah.
It's the stuff, right?
That's Christmas, baby.
Well, thanks, Dawn. With Christmas calling, here are some holiday phone and app ideas from Rogers.
I'm Akash the Bloke. It's that time of the year when we start thinking about gifts for family and friends. I'm here to share with you some of the hottest tech devices. First up, the Motorola Z. With its razor-thin metal design, it's the world's thinnest premium smartphone. And check out the photos on a 5.5-inch Quad HD display. The phone has 32 gigabytes of storage, but you can add a micro SD for up to 1 terabyte of storage. That's a lot of Christmas photos. And what about the Moto Mods? It has interchangeable backs, making it customizable. You want a holiday film? Check out the Hasselblad Camera Mod. You want to show out those videos and photos on a big wall? You can use the Moto InstaShare projector. And for those sound freaks, you can get a boombox with a JBL sound boost. Next is the Google Pixel. The latest phone from the search giant gives you the power of Google at your fingertips. It comes in two sizes, the Pixel 5-inch or the Pixel XL 5.5-inch. And check this out, you can keep all those pictures of your kids opening gifts by storing unlimited photos and videos at full resolution with Google Photos. The picture quality is crisp even in low light. The camera is 12.3 megapixels with phase detection, autofocus, and laser detection. And what that means is every single picture is going to be very, very sharp. And your teenager is going to love this. The front camera is 8 megapixels for perfect selfies. The phone includes Google Duo for Android and iOS. It's a one-to-one video calling app. Now you can call your aunt and uncle on Christmas morning and see what they're up to. And this phone lasts long after the eggnog is finished. It has a reversible USB Type-C charger, which means that you can give 7 hours of battery life in just 15 minutes. The last tech toy I want to show you is a Samsung Galaxy S7. This phone features a really cool metal design that's actually water and dust resistant. It has a dual photodiode sensor and faster autofocus to let you shoot pictures like a professional. And it's the first smartphone to integrate Vulkan API PC quality gaming right into the phone. It has a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED screen, fast supercharging, which means you get up to 4 hours of battery life in just 10 minutes. And the always-on display gives you notifications, time, and calendar. For Rogers Santa Claus Parade, I'm technology journalist Akash the Bloke.
We've seen a lot of our traditions during the special, but what about the rest of the globe? Ara is here from KISS Radio, and he's got a little sample of Christmas around the world.
Hey, what's up? It's Ara, and we're about to tell you about Christmas around the world. December 24th, Christmas Eve, is the main time when they get to eat in Bulgarian traditional Christmas. So they have to have an odd number of seats at the table, 7, 11, and 13, and an odd number of corresponding dishes, 7, 11, and 13, to go with it. Christmas in Chile is kind of cool because it's in the middle of summer. The most important day around the Christmas holidays is Christmas Eve, when everybody gathers around the table and they have asado, which is the Chilean barbecue. Pork, turkey, chicken, you name it. Let's head over to Denmark. There are 24 small gifts for the children, which they exchange amongst each other leading up to Christmas. So in Denmark, some of the popular food at Christmas time: roast duck, goose, and pork, hopefully all mixed together at the same time. Christmas in Germany. In some regions of Germany, Krampus accompanies St. Nicholas, making the rounds on Christmas. So if you've been bad, you get a piece of birchwood. That's your Christmas gift, so be good. Breakfast time on Christmas Eve in Jamaica. They eat saltfish, breadfruit, and boiled bananas. In Vietnam, Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day. Everybody heads out onto the streets, throwing confetti, looking at the decorations, and sometimes you'll see nativity scenes outside blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks without a house missing. And now we've come to my home country of Armenia. I mean, we celebrate regular Christmas December 25th, but our Christmas is January 6th, so we get 2 Christmases. Some Armenians actually fast the week before Christmas. I don't know how that's possible, because I know we like to eat, because I'm one of them. This was a little trip around the world to show you how they do it in their neck of the woods. My name's Ara from KISS Radio. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Pari Gagant, Yev Shinoravor, Nordari.
Ara, couldn't have said it better ourselves. Thanks, my man. We're back here at the parade, and it's Christmas under the sea with the Vancouver Aquarium Marine Science Center. They go all out to make sure the parade is extra special for the fans down on Georgia.
Well, it's a gorgeous day, Riaz. Let's stay with the festive spirit and let the MEI Chamber Singers sing us into break.
The 2016 Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special is brought to you by Rogers, Coast Capital Savings, Toys R Us, Island Farms, Nivea, the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver, Purdy's Chocolatier, and Key West Ford.
This is the Rogers Santa Claus Parade Special. Ian Thomas of Coast Capital Savings wants to guide you through what you can do to make next year's holiday shopping just a little easier.
Learn lessons this year that you can carry through to next year. Didn't get started early enough? Did you give in to impulse buys that blew your budget? Or maybe you neglected to drop a budget altogether? Here are a few tips to help next year. Shop early. You'll spend more when you feel rushed. Pick up things that are on sale throughout the year and build a gift stash that you can raid next year. Take advantage of end-of-season sales and pick up gift wrap, lights, and holiday cards for a steal. The holiday season creeps up on us every year. Make a resolution to be better organized next year. Diarize some of those action items into your calendar so that come October, you'll be reminded to apply those lessons in 2017.
Okay, it might be December, but baseball is going to be back soon enough. Our own Vancouver Canadians are here in the parade. Spring's just around the corner. We'll see you back at the net.
We have to line up a couple of nooners next season.
You better believe it.
More music coming our way this time, thanks to the Falun Dafa Association of Vancouver. Dressed to impress down here on Georgia, and they came with the Genesis security team, handing out some goodies to all the fans here at the parade. And Russ, if you look closely, I believe at the back of this truck here, back of the trailer, look, that's the Grinch. I thought we caught the Grinch earlier.
I thought we caught the Grinch. He looks a lot happier now.
Things have changed.
The MEI Screaming Eagles Marching Band are here. This band comprised of 90 members from grades 9 through 12, bringing high energy to athletic venues throughout the Lower Mainland. And they're bringing it today, too.
It's time for our moisturizer break. Yeah, Nivea bringing us this. If the hands are chapped from the cold and all that clapping, well, it's a good thing we have the team here, not only for the dance moves. I heard they're handing out, they are handing out samples to all the kids and all the fans here in Georgia.
We'll bring that energy level up a notch. Here's the Van Lena Dance Academy from the North Shore. Van Lena is all about energy, excitement, and enthusiasm, and they've certainly brought it to the parade.
Hey, Russ, just checking out the scores here on Sportsnet.
Oh, and I've got some smartphone ideas for you for the holidays from Rogers.
I'm Akash the Bloke with Christmas Tech Talk. So you made Santa's nice list and you have your nifty new device. But what about the latest apps? Parents, listen up. You will like this one. Rogers has updated its My Rogers app, so now you can manage your family's data usage under the Share Everything account. That means you can monitor, control, and set limits on your kids' data. This can all be done in real time. You can set alerts that will let you know when limits have been reached, or you can even switch off data access if you need to. No more surprise bills. And you can only get these features on the My Rogers app. Rogers customers can download the app by texting MANAGE to 555 or by visiting the iTunes App Store or Google Play Store. Next up, do you like hockey? Do you love the Vancouver Canucks? Here's something that will make your fan experience even better. And I'm talking meeting hockey alumni, getting autographed merchandise, cruising behind the scenes at Rogers Arena, and even going to post-game press conferences. It's Rogers Game Plus. This is embedded in the NHL app. Here's how you get it. You download the NHL app, select Canucks as your favorite team, scroll down to the Rogers Game Plus exclusives, and sign in using your My Rogers account. Super simple. Now you and your family can start enjoying all the fan perks. Thanks for joining me. I'm technology journalist Akash the Bloke.
Well, that almost wraps up our Rogers Santa Claus Parade special. Big thank you to all the parade participants and to everyone who came out to watch. And of course, thanks to all of you for joining us.
And please don't forget those in need over the holidays. Your local food bank really needs your support at this time of year.
All the very best of the season from all of us here at City and Omni. Now it's time for the big finish of the parade. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Before we get to Santa, we have Daisy the cow in her sleigh. There's Daisy from Island Farms wishing everyone, and wait for it, Russ, a mooey Christmas.
Now, that was a spirited effort.
Glad you appreciated it. Island Farms loves to play an active role in supporting family fun events just like this one.
And earlier, Thor had some cool toys from the 2016 Toys R Us Hot Toy List. If you'd like to check out the entire list, it's at toysrus.ca.
Here's Coast Capital Savings once again, and hopefully you have enjoyed all of the great financial advice they've given us throughout this special. Coast Capital joined by the BC Lions. There's Leo the Lion and the Felines, and hey, a big shout out to the Lions for another great season. And Russ, I think it might be time. Is it time?
Well, you know we've saved the best for last. We checked in with him way back at the beginning of the show, and now here he is, the host of the Rogers Santa Claus Parade. It is St. Nick himself. We got to say thanks for coming, Santa, and safe travels on Christmas Eve.
He's a busy man.
He's got a lot of houses to visit.
A lot of toys to give out.
You gonna leave some cookies out?
I think we'll leave some cookies out for Santa. He deserves it. I managed to stay on the nice list. You remember that, right?
You were on the nice list, but didn't quite get myself figured out yet.
Well, maybe after this parade special, Santa will appreciate what we've done for him. And great to have him back here in Vancouver.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, Riaz, and your family, and to everybody watching the parade today.
Merry Christmas, everybody.